be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, tonight the New York Knicks taking on the Washington Wizards. Washington wins the jump. Wall to Beal. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Smith to Marcus Morris. They go down low to Randall. Gets it at the top of the key. Smith now. Not that time. He misses. To Wall. Bradley Beal missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Dennis Smith Jr. sizing up Bryant. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Wall. Has a look. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
New York in control of the basketball. Smith. To Marcus Morris. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Smith. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Here comes the screen. Beal. Bradley Beal. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Julius Randle. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Wall. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
New York Knicks basketball. Smith. To Julius Randle. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
And easy to get back on defense.
Wall with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Beal to Wall. Here comes the screen. Doesn't get the bounce.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
The assist from number 9.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Leads a bucket. There it is, John Wall. 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Down to Randall. Gets to the basket and scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Washington basketball. Smith with it up top. The score 10-8 to Julius Randle. Has a chance. The shot, almost.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Bradley Beal, all muscle memory, puts it to good use there.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Here comes the screen. Smith to Julius Randle. Can't connect. To Beal. Driving right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. To Marcus Morris. Going to launch beyond the arc. Contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give it...
Knocked it away!
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Time for some new personnel into the game. Beal. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Ah, rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That's out of bounds. Wall the last to touch. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kevin Knox. They go down low to Randle. It's Wall. There it is, John Wall. He's now shooting 5 for 7. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Beal, wide open look, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open...
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Wizards with the basketball.
Hey, lock up.
Mitchell Robinson pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Alonzo Trier. To Julius Randle. Off the assist.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Bradley Beal, 4 out of 7.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
From long range, well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. To Julius Randle. Won't go down. Dennis Smith Jr. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 69% at the line. Two for 2 on that trip. Wizards at the controls. Wall. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Fires the 3. Knox with the board. Alonzo Trier to Kevin Knox. It was right there to Thomas. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Dennis Smith Jr. up against John Wall. Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Alonzo Trier. To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Thomas across the timeline. Leads 3. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Kevin Knox. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Thomas. Finish that. Alonzo Trier to Kevin Knox. And counted at the rim.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Wizards have it. Wall. The drive right to the basket. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Wall. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Elfrid Payton, defended by Wall. Kevin Knox to Marcus Morris. Alonzo Trier. Oh, had him going there for a second. Missed a wide open look. Into the front court comes Wall. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Mahimi at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Alonzo Trier. To Marcus Morris. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't connect from inside.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Driving right to the basket. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 1 quarter down. The Wizards out in front.